Hey my immortal nerds, time for our next 5 minutes with Barbarian PvE high DPS build. I show you your go-to setting with Undying Rage to increase your damage while staying fast and be able to take a hit. Yes, we all have been there. Solid single target and crowd damage is waiting for you. I guide you step by step while showing you solid testings of the different effects. Let's play. New Cleave is really nice, but can it perform PvE too? Sadly, no. The heal itself destroys the damage bonus too fast, plus you're slow and clunky. So the winner was and is Whirlwind. The following build uses Whirlwind as a base, but we will change a lot when it comes to the current meta. First, we use the Exulted Demise, 50% damage bonus from Undying with a 100% up heal every 60 seconds when we take a hit. That's awesome. Bye bye sprint, hello Undying. In addition, test shows that the attack speed from the sprint helmet isn't stacking with the Whirlwind anyway. 10 seconds without sprint and then with sprint activated. Same damage, at least the helm isn't stacking. But now we are slow. We definitely need the movement speed back. The trembling, Undying helmet that finally makes sense with 100% uptime of Undying. Speed test shows Undying plus Wrath is exactly as fast as Sprint plus Wrath. But no sprint means no chill or freeze. We're gonna change that 2-piece Endwinter from the Sprint Cleave Freeze combo and change it to the new set. Don't go for 4-piece damage. Looks high, but it's actually not. In the slow-mo you can see how I do that, killing 10% HP damage. 650k hit to a mob that has maybe 50k HP only left. So high damage count is kind of fake. It's time now to rethink the bleed source of our Wrath and Wall. When you test Wall Shoulder Bleed versus the Cleave Borrow Might Bleed, you see that all damage, attack speed and energy refill effects still are active with 1 bleed as well as they would have 3 bleeds. With all those changes now, 2 possibilities are open, chest and shoulder. We go for Skull mod now to get our support and damage effect of Armor Shred. Sadly, it doesn't stack with the 5 Fresh Claws Armor Shred chest. We stick to a maximum of 27k hits in this test with both equipped. But with the chest now, we can get an additional 37% crit chance of wall. Highest possible as far as I know. And don't worry, it has a nearly 100% uptime in dungeons. Last, lack of loss of control from the Sprint Pants Chill. We can make up for that. With the new Fated Trial, we can easily Ox a gem, so no need to build it actually, that locks enemies for at least 1 to 2 seconds. And that luckily is a loss of control and gives us our full damage bonuses. Cheap alternative is Falter Grasp. First critical hit will enable the loss of control damage as well. So looking now at the build overview, you can see all the essences just mentioned. The speed from Undying, crit from Whirl, we stay classic with the rest essences and now get our bleed from the Borrowed Might with the addition of Armor Shred from the Skull mod. For the Paragon you can use a Harbinger with the additional crit, it works really nice. You can use the new bonus of the Burn that gets an additional dot for you. Skills are classic for the Wrath, Wall, Cleave and Undying, and for the gems we need the Fated Trial or the Falter Grasp for a loss of control damage, some damage boost gems, and the Roiling to get additional crit. Sets should be the 4-piece Seeds. It works better than the 4-piece Blood because we just get more damage even if the damage count is lower, together with the 2-piece Vithus for our durations. Last but important is the Whirl attack range affix. That's really important to get a high range Whirl, and it helps to have some Wrath of the Berserker AoE affix as well. A perfect gem setup, in my opinion, would look like this. Roiling for pushing crit and have a fire dot, Behilid and the Morn Skull and the Pain Clasp for raw damage push. Then 3 utility gems with the Jade for speed, the Trial for the loss of control, and the Colossus for an additional size and with that speed as well. And finally the Spectre for an additional armor break. There are lots of alternative gems, but the base idea is speed plus damage plus 1 loss of control gem. To sum it up, It's a super strong build for all PvE challenges, from raids to dungeons, from speedrun, airburn to tower runs. Enjoy this build, and if you're interested in checking out my latest PvP builds as well, super strong cleaved builds to transform from a stupid AI tank to a damage dealer tank. Hope you enjoyed this video, leave me a like and see you soon.